Today's exercises focus on building strength in your muscles. Emma and Richie are going to show some heel raises, which we can fit into our day at any point. So, no excuses, eh?
So today's main exercise, we're going to be looking at strength for the calf muscle. But first we're going to do a mobility exercise for the ankle. So you can be in a seated position or a standing position. So first let's check the posture. So feet hip distance and parallel, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Holding onto your support if you need to in a standing position. So first of all, we're going to take the leg out in front and just hover it above the ground. You're going to then circle the ankle around in a clockwise motion and then change the direction. So make sure the movement's coming from the ankle joint itself, not from the toes. And again, keep lengthening through the crown of the head. The standing leg, make sure that your knee is soft. In a seated position, you're going to take the leg out. Again, just hovering above the ground in a full circle round. So you're trying to get about up to between 5 and 10 and then change the direction. Keeping the weight even on your sit bones, lengthening through the crown of the head in just that even breath. When you've done one side, replace the leg and change to the opposite side.
So our strength exercise today is going to be for the calves, which is the muscle at the back of the leg at the bottom. So all we want is a chair or a bench to hold onto for support. Feet hip width apart, standing up nice and tall, lengthening up through the crown of your head. Good posture all the time. So whilst you've got your fingertips on the back of the chair, all we're going to do is push up, raise the heels up off the floor so that we're on the toes. We want the weight of your weight to be going through the balls of the feet and then lower yourself back down. When we come up, we want to come up for about 3 seconds, and then when we lower down for about 5 seconds. So it's nice and slow and controlled movement all the time. If you want to give yourself a little bit more of a challenge, what we need to do is reduce the contact with the support. So to start, we might just use our fingertips. We might take one hand off altogether. Or if you really want to give yourself a challenge, you might take 2 hands off.
We're now going to look at an exercise to stretch the calf muscle. So holding on to your support if you need to, feet are at hip distance in parallel, and you're creating that lovely length through the crown of the head. Taking a nice step back, pushing down in the heel, making sure that the feet are both facing forwards, and again lengthening through that crown of the head. You should be feeling a nice stretch in the back of your calf as that front knee is bent. Holding this stretch for around 10 seconds, breathing regular, and then bring the foot back to that hip distance stance, and we're going to change sides. So taking a step back, pushing through that heel, bending the front knee, up nice and tall through the crown of the head, and again holding for 10 seconds.
Strength is something that decreases as we age. So by carrying out these strength exercises on a daily basis, it can reduce your risk of things like osteoporosis and falls.
And if you enjoy doing those exercises, you can find even more on the Gateshead Older People's Assembly website, or you can give them a call.